So we see the men of renown, those summoned to the assembly, together with all the heads of the family of the congregation, shall choose for themselves fighting men for all the lands of the nation. These were men that was fighting. They fighting, listen, all the lands of the nations, all the nations, all that's left. Let me make sure I mention this. All the nations that's left. It says they shall arm for themselves warriors from all the tribes of Yasharal. So you see, they shall arm themselves, warriors from all the tribes of Yasharal, to enter in the army year by year, in this battle year by year, when they are summoned to war. And that's another point. This battle is not going to be a short battle. It's going to be a lengthy battle. During the ninth, against the sons of Ishmael, against the son. Now we're seeing Ishmael and Keturah coming into the battle. And Ishmael is preparing for a battle, but they don't know what battle they are preparing for. In the 10 years which follow, the war shall be divided against all the sons of Ham, according to their clans. So we see Ham, the sons of Ham, coming into this battle. And in their habitations, and during the 10 years which remain, the war shall be divided against all the sons of Japheth, bringing in the rest of the sons of Japheth in their habitations. The trumpets of summons shall sound for disposal in battle formations, and to summon the foot soldiers to advance when the gates of war shall open. And the trumpets of alarm shall sound for massacre. When these trumpets alarm go off, listen, they're going off for a reason. Each one will go off for a reason, and for ambush and for pursuit, when the enemy shall be smitten, and for retreat from battle. On the trumpets calling the congregation, they shall write, the called of Yahuwah. This is some of the writing I spoke to you about earlier. What's going to be on these trumpets? On the trumpets calling of the Sar, they shall write, the Sar of Yahuwah. And on the trumpets of Louis, they shall write, the army of Yahuwah. On the trumpets of the men of renown, and of the heads of the family of the congregation gathered in the house of assembly, they shall write, summoned by Yahuwah. These are the ones that will be summoned by Yahuwah to the council of Kadash. On the trumpets of the camps they shall write, Shalom of Yahuwah, in the camp of his Kadesh. And on the trumpets for breaking camp they shall write, the mighty deeds of Yahuwah shall crush the enemy, putting to flight all those who hate righteousness, and bringing shame on those who hate him. We read that in scripture. That was a message. He is going to, the Most High is going to shame those that fight against him. They will be shamed. It will be shame on those people that come up against the righteous. Shame on the wicked. They will drop their head. Remember, the scripture said they will drop their head in shame. And this is what it's talking about. But the righteous shall lift their heads up, and they shall shine. It says, hate righteousness and bringing shame on those who hate him. On the trumpets for battle formation they shall write, formations of the divisions of Yahuwah, for the vengeance of his wrath on the sons of darkness. This is the vengeance of his wrath on the sons of darkness. On the trumpet summoning the foot soldiers to advance toward the enemy formations. When the gates of war are opened, they shall write, reminder of vengeance in Yahuwah's appointed time. This is an appointed time. There's an appointed time for this vengeance. And again, this appointed time was set in the beginning. On the trumpets of massacre they shall write, the mighty hand of Yahuwah in war shall cause all the unrighteous slain to fall. Remember, this is done by his mighty hand. He's orchestrating this. On the trumpets of ambush they shall write, the mysteries of Yahuwah shall undo wickedness. His mysteries, his power and his might will undo wickedness. The formation shall consist of 1,000 men, ranked 7 lines. They will be in order. This will be an orderly battle. Consists of 1,000 men, ranked 7 lines deep, and each man standing behind the other. In their hands they shall hold a spear and a sword. So 2 weapons in both hands. The first division, all right, this is the first line. The first division shall be armed with a spear and a shield. And the second with a shield and a sword, to bring down the slain by the judgment of Yahuwah, and to bend the enemy formation by the power of the Almighty, to pay the reward of their wickedness to all the nations of vanity. This is for all the nations of vanity. And again, we have the front line with the spear and the sword. In the next line, they will have the shield and the spear. The next line, they will have the sword and the shield. Okay, the mighty one of Yasharal. It says the mighty one of Yasharal, and he shall accomplish mighty deeds by the Kaddish of his people. Listen, let me say this again. He shall accomplish, Yahuwah Almighty, the mighty one of Yasharal. He shall accomplish his mighty deeds by the Kaddish people, the hands of the righteous, the hands of the Kaddish people. By his people will this be done. This is altogether they shall be 4,600 men and 1,000 cavalrymen. With the men of the army formation, 50 to each formation. The horsemen together with the cavalry of the army shall number 6,500 to each tribe. The horses advancing in battle with the foot soldiers shall all be stallions. They shall be swift, sensitive of mouth, of a sound of wind, and of required age trained of war. See, these people had to be trained. Again, there's a training process. These people will be trained for this war and accustomed to noise. So they're going to be sensitive to certain things, sensitive to sound, sensitive to the wind, sensitive to noise. How? Because they will be trained and understanding of they're going to enhance their sensitivity to these things. And it's going to be very important and significant in the day of battle. Accustomed to noise and to every kind of sight. Their riders shall be gallant fighting men and skilled horsemen, and their age shall be from 30 to 45 years. The horsemen of the army shall be from 40 to 50 years old. They and their mounts shall wear breastplates, helmets, and greaves. So here is their armor. They shall carry in their hands bucklers and a spear 8 cubits long. The horsemen advancing with the foot soldiers carrying bows and arrows and javelins of war. Here, that weapons, armed. They shall all hold themselves prepared of the Almighty to spill the blood of the wicked. This is what the preparation is for. This is what the battle is for. To spill the blood of the wicked. The wicked blood will be shed. The men of the army shall be from 40 to 50 years old. The inspectors of the camps shall be from 50 to 60 years old. All right, we have age groups. These are rankings, and you have to be in the age group in order to do what's required. The officers shall be from 40 to 50 years old. The despoilers of the slain and the plunders of booty, the cleansers of the land, the keepers, the baggage, and those who furnish provision shall be from 25 to 30 years old. So you see the younger ones not going into combat. The younger ones, it's almost if these younger ones, they're just not mature enough, they're just not that they won't be used for the battle, but they will be used to the spoils, get the spoils, and of the slain, the plunders, get and to cleanse the land, whatever that they need to do, but they won't be in battle. No boy, here's a point, no boy or woman shall enter their camps from the time they leave Jerusalem and march out to war until they return. No man who is lame, blind, crippled, or afflicted. If you have any infirmities, anything wrong with you, you can't go into this battle. This battle is a Kadash. It's actually a Kadash battle fought by Kadash people. Crippled, afflicted, lasting bodily blemish, or smitten with a bodily impurity, none of these shall march out to war with them. And reread this in the Torah. And I went over this before in older videos in the Torah, where even if you have a discharge of semen, you can't be amongst the camp. You can't be amongst the people. Because why? Yahuwah is there with the people. They shall all be freely enlisted for war, perfect in spirit and in body, and prepared for the day of vengeance. This group of people will be prepared for the day of vengeance. Now, once again, after going through this, you will have a very good understanding how our people are not ready. We are not ready for any type of fight, any type of battle right now. And no man shall go down with them on the day of battle who is impure because of his front. So if you have anything wrong with you, impure, you're not going into this battle. Why? Here's the reason why. For the Kadash messengers shall be with their host. The Kadash messengers will be there. Yahuwah will be there. They can't come around this. They are too Kadash. We don't understand, how Kadash they are. And until we understand that, we will begin to see why we can't be having infirmities, having something impure in our bodies and trying to be amongst them. Then it doesn't work. And there shall be a space of about 2,000 cubits between all their camps for the place. When the battle formations are martial facing the enemy formation, 7 priests of the sons of Aaron shall advance from the middle gates to the place between the formations. They shall be clothed in vestments, white cloth of flax. Okay, we're going into the clothing here. And the clothing is very important because you can only come into this battle dressed a certain way. And I'm going to show you something that you never saw before. Okay, cloth of flax, fine linen tunic, and fine linen breeches, which is pants. And they shall be girded with fine cloth of flax embroidered with blue, purple, and scarlet thread. This is serious business here. And anyone not dressed like this, you're not the part of the Kadash. And many colored designs worked by a craftsman. These will be craftsmen that's they can craft to perfection to how the Most High wants this. And on their heads they shall wear a mitre, turbans. These shall be battle raiment. They shall not take them into the Kadash house. You cannot go, even though they're Louis, they cannot go into the Kadash house with the clothes that they have on, because these clothes is for battle. And if you go into the Kadash house, you're going in there saying you're coming to battle the Most High. So this is a battle raiment, clothes that they will be wearing. And once again, anyone that's not wearing this clothing, you will be an enemy. And now let me ask you, who is wearing something who is making anything like this? Who is taking this design and trying to copy it today? None. There are none.